Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about variation 2 of the kinesthetic swish that I learned in the book, Mastering the Swish Pattern. And I'll include that in the video here so you can take your study deeper. With me, it's so important that you learn from multiple perspectives, because by learning from different great coaches, what you will discover is different nuances of how you can gain more mental flexibility. And that will give you more freedom to control your mindset, which, as you and I both know, ultimately controls the quality of your life. So, in this video, we're going into the kinesthetic swish, but the fast kinesthetic swish pattern. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified for more life-changing content like this video. Now, diving right into it. In the previous video, we did the slow kinesthetic swish, which is useful from going to really high energy negative states. So things like anxiety, stress, worry, something that's just really energetic, into a much calmer state of being. And so that's the slow kinesthetic swish pattern. The fast kinesthetic swish pattern is here for those of us who find ourselves being lethargic in a situation that requires you to be energetic. So if you can think of a time now where you want to be in a more energy-rich state, this is a pattern that will help you. So like all of the other swish patterns, the first thing we're doing, we're associating into the problem context, we're breaking state. Then we're associating into the desired state, breaking state. And then we're chaining them together. So we're teaching the neurology, not this, this. So start now. Identify the situation where you would like to have more energy. And as you do, see what you saw at the time. Really put yourself back there. Go into that time now. See what you saw, hear what you heard, and allow yourself to feel that state, that lethargic, state, the low energy state that you would like to change. See what you saw, hear what you heard, and do this until you really get a sense of that, completely and fully. And while that's happening, just allow yourself to get absorbed in the experience. Now, once you have it, go ahead and shake that off. You're going to want to break your state. So you can imagine a white sheet dropping down in front of your face. You could move your body, take some deep breaths. You could find 3, 4, 5 different things to look at in the room. To reset your neurology, right? Not only do we want the limiting state captured, but then we want to create a clean, positive state. So make sure you've really broken your state. Shake things up until you're back to neutral. Now, in neutral, it's time now to access that high energy state, that state of excitement or go for it, or whatever it is that you want to experience with more energy. You're going to want to build that state for yourself. Now, the way you do that is, one, remember a time when you had that energy. I know for me, I remember I was at a competition one time, and we were doing this group competition, and we were getting graded on our performance. And the adjudicators came out, and they were writing our scores on the board. And the tension in the room as the adjudicator started to write our score. And the best you could do was a 1 in 3 different categories. And so he went 1, and you could feel the excitement building, right? And then 2, and it was like it was in slow motion. That other 1, just like that. And then the excitement built and built and built. And then the third one, it was like super slow-mo, where I saw that third 1. His marker touched it and went, and then it was like an explosion of energy, right? Just, that might be an anchor for me for a state of excitement. In any case, remember a time when you had the energy you wanted. See what you saw at the time, hear what you heard, feel the feelings of excitement in your body, memorize it completely. Remember what it's like to have that excitement. Capture this in your mind and body, because we're going to use this in a moment. See what you saw, really absorb yourself in that experience. Now feel the feelings, hear what you heard. If there's internal dialogue, turn the sounds of it up. Put yourself back there and memorize this state of being. And when you have that, go ahead and come back to the room, shake that off, break your state again. Deep breath in, look around the room, you might want to pause this video, go walk around, and come back to this. But once you've shaken that state off completely now, we're going to go from your lethargic state to your energy-rich state. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to put yourself back into the lethargic state. Then you're going to imagine. Now listen to me carefully now. Imagine you could grab a hold of that energy-rich state. You're going to reach down with your right hand. Imagine you're grabbing a hold of that state. And as you do, it's like you're pulling that energy-rich state through your body, up over your nervous system, and just going into that state completely. Now, on the count of 3, practice this with me. So close your eyes. Put yourself into that lethargic state, that's low energy state that you want to change. See what you saw. Hear what you heard. Feel the lethargy. And immediately now, imagine, just imagine, you could capture all of that excitement or that positive, energetic, rich state in your hand. Capture it there. You might even give it a color that the unconscious mind understands symbols. So you might see yourself grabbing a hold of that energy and then begin to pull it up. And as you do, imagine and feel, see and feel that energy rising up through your nervous system at the rate that you can feel yourself going into that state. Even more, the higher your hand gets, the more completely your mind and body goes into that energy-rich state. And then touch yourself on the shoulder. Feel an explosion of energy all throughout your mind, all throughout your body as you go into that state now. Woo! And then break state. Stand up, take a deep breath in, shake it off. Look around the room a couple times. And when you come back to neutral, so for me right now, it will take me a second to come back to neutral because I really went into state. You might want to walk around. You might want to stand up, sit down, and then rehearse this. The more you practice these patterns, the stronger you build the myelin inside the mind, from neural pathway A to neural pathway B. So that when you stop and you try to get the old lethargy back, you automatically have access to the energy. Or in the future, if you ever find yourself having lethargy, you can immediately pull on that excitement and step into the energy-rich state that you want and need for your future. Now, questions, put them in the comments below. Let me know how you did with this exercise. Is this something that you recognize can be useful for you? Where would you like to feel more energy in your life? How can bringing energy to a situation change that dynamic? And if maybe you want to go back and do the other swish pattern, where you want to calm down. Some people might be watching this and saying, Peter, you should do the other one and relax a little bit. The key is to be able to have both. The key is to be able to access all of your neurology so you can become more dynamic, more powerful, get the results you want in life, and ultimately live the potential that's inside of you. I'll see you in the next video.